Hello everybody, this is the third episode of my Python tutorial series here on my channel. Yesterday's video we talked about variables and data types, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get user inputs from a user, and we're also going to talk about basic operations such as the addition, subtraction, and stuff like that. So let's get started. Go ahead and delete all this, and let's start off with the input function. So inputs looks like this. Now we do parentheses. Inside the parentheses is what's printed out to the console and what you're asking. So let's just say something like, what is your name? So what this does is, well, let's run this. It asks whatever's inside the parentheses into the console. Okay, so what is your name? And you'll see we'll be able to type. So let's just say a wanna be dev. And you'll see nothing happened. Okay. So why didn't anything happen? We typed into the input, but it just didn't do anything with it. So let's do something with that. So in the last video we talked about variables. So let's store all this into a variable by saying, let's say name is equal to whatever this is. Okay, so if we run this and try it again, you'll see the same thing happened. But behind the scenes, what it did was take this and it stored it into name. So whatever you typed for this is stored in name. Okay, so let's print that. Let's print name. And we print it out to the console by just doing print and whatever you want to print to the console. I don't know if I talked about that before, but that's the print statement. So let's run this. What is your name? Then hit enter. You see it prints my name. Okay, so that's the input statement. You could also do it with anything else. So like, what is your name? What is your age? And then print. Well, let's change this to age. Would be smart if we had a name variable with an age value in it. Okay, so run this. We can do numbers, so let's say 17. Print 17. Okay, so that's the input. We're gonna comment that out so it doesn't run, and we're gonna move on to basic operations. So just like in math, we have addition, and this is gonna be the plus symbol, and we also have subtraction. Let's comment this out. I don't like all these red underlines. The plus symbol. Subtraction is the minus symbol, and then so on. Multiply and divide is the forward slash symbol, and multiply is the asterisk. So shift 8. Okay, so let's get started with these four. Okay, so in Python we can say print. Let's do 3 plus 3. Oh, plus 3. So what is 3 plus 3? Run 6. 3 minus 3, 0. 3 divided by 3, and you'll see that we have a decimal. This returns a float because whenever we use the divide in Python, it doesn't return a whole number. It returns a floating point. Because if we said something like 3 divided by 2, it would return 1.5. And then we also have the multiply. 3 times 3 equals, you guessed it, 9. Alright, so that's the basic 4. We also have something called the modulus operator, which could be tricky, but I'll try to explain it the best that I can. So the modulus operator is the percent sign, and we usually call it the mod operator. And what this is, well, I'll just show you. Print, let's say 5 mod 2. So what do you think this will print? It prints 1. Okay, so let me show you what this does. So the modulus operator returns the remainder of the division of these two numbers. So 2 goes into 5 2 times, but there's a remainder of 1. So that is what's printed out to the console. So if we said 20 divided by, not divided, mod, my bad, 20 modulus 10. 10 goes into 20 2 times, and there's no remainder, so this should return 0. And let's do that again for one more number. Let's just say 14 mod 10. 10 goes into 14 one time, and there's a remainder of 4. So if we run this, we get a remainder of 4. So I hope I explained that good enough. That is again the modulus operator, %sign. And then we also have floor division. These are 2 forward slashes. So like in the divide I showed you, if we print 5 divided, I forgot the parentheses, 5 divided by 3, this would return a decimal point of 1.66666 and so on. But if we did the floor division of 3, you'll see that it returns just a 1. So what the two division signs mean is it divides it and it returns a whole number. So whatever the number is rounded down, it's always rounded down. So let's do another one. Let's say 7 divided by 3. Excuse me. 2.3. So if we do floor division with the 2 forward slashes and we run this, it should just be 2. Okay. And then this is again floor division. That is not high spell division. Okay. And we have one more. This is exponents, or to the power, and this is 2 multiply signs. And we can do this by saying print 5 to the power of 2. So 5 to the power of 2 is 25. So if we print this, it prints 25. Compared to the multiply, it will just be 10. See? So the 2 multiply signs is exponents and to the power. So let's do 10 to the power of 10. So what would that equal? That equals whatever that number is. Too many zeros. Okay, so this is exponent, or to the power. Okay. Alright, so I want to show you something else. Let's combine everything we learned so far, the operators and the input, and let's try something. So, say name is equal to input. What is your name? Question mark. Okay. So, variable name is equal to the input, and we're asking what is your name, and whatever the user types is stored into name. Okay, so let's print, and let's try something. So, what we could do in Python, which we could say your name is, and we can add this onto, let's add a space right here also. Your name is name. So what this is doing, it's printing the string your name is plus name all in the same sentence. So if we run this, what is your name? Enter. Your name is a wannabe dev. And this is something called concatenating strings. We'll talk about this more in a future video, but I just wanted to show you that. It's pretty cool. And let's see what else. The equal sign, you'll see we've been doing this. So if we do a variable name and then set it equal, and assign it to we can assign it to the string. So the equal sign is the assignment operator. Okay? So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll be talking about more advanced operators such as like the assignment operators and comparison operators. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day.